All right. So this is most anticipated customs. So this will launch on January 1st, 5th. It's January 5th, 2021. That means that tomorrow is number 3's birthday. I probably already broke my New Year's resolution. It's time for the final countdown video of the new year. That's right, recently, although it seems like last year, thank you, I'll be here all year, I talked about my 10 favorite custom statues that arrived in 2021. Well, today we're going to talk about my 10 most anticipated custom statues of 2022. Did you think your screen froze? As the Extreme channel is pushing towards 50,000 subscribers, these are just a few of the statues we are giving away on the journey there. If you want to know how to win one, stay tuned for later in the video. Hey guys, thanks for tuning into the Extreme channel. We're doing an annual segment today where we talk about my most anticipated statues in the upcoming year. Specifically, we're focusing on what we call custom. These are unlicensed or fan arts, private commissions that are not condoned by the people who own the entity of this. Usually they number in less than 100. And no, I can't give you information on any of these. I greatly apologize. That's not true. I never apologize. Too fucking bad. So these are just countdowns on customs. I've done licensed statues as well. 2 days ago, we did this video right here. And then at the end of last year, we did this video. Now let me explain how this works a little bit. So when a custom statue is revealed, most of the time, they will show a digital sculpt or a render. They then take pre-orders and usually sell anywhere from 30, sometimes close to 100, but usually around 50 or 60 of those pieces. Then they create the prototype and eventually make the production pieces, and anywhere from 8 months to 4 years later, boom, you finally have the statue. So all the statues I'm going to talk about today should arrive in the year 2021. See, I fucking did it already. You ever do that? I have to sign like 500 things a day, and I always get the date wrong the first week. They should arrive in 2022. By the way, who else's OCD is stoked for February 2nd this year? 2222? Just me? I love that shit. Like when the clock is 12:34. Just makes me feel all good inside. Now before we dive in, I gotta let you know, every piece we're gonna talk about, I'm gonna do an individual review of that piece. We release content every other day, if not more, on this channel. So make sure you've not only liked this video, but you've subscribed to the channel and you've hit that bell notification if you like what you see. Also, if you want to see where these are going to go, there's 2 routes to take on that. One is be on the lookout for a room tour video where we're going to look at my house here. That's coming in the next few months. Recently on Christmas Day, I did a tour of the office where some of these collectibles will be going. I also post exclusive content on social media. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, so make sure to check that out as well. Now let's dive in, and I have 20 statues. I wasn't able to narrow it down. I probably have about 60 of these custom pieces on order, but 20 are the most anticipated. As we dive in, I'll explain details on each one, except where to get them. First one is a 1/4 scale diorama. This is Juggernaut vs. Colossus from one of my favorite custom groups. Has a switch out torso for Juggernaut, which is absolutely badass. Cannot wait to get this one in. I'm going to have to sell something to get it in for space purposes, but it will definitely be worth it. This next one, Custom Silver Surfer. He is my favorite character. I own about 9 Silver Surfer statues with about 5 more coming in 2022. And there's one even higher up on this list if I'm not mistaken, but this one comes in at number 19. Number 18 would be much higher if I wasn't selling my Star Wars collection. So I'm probably going to get this in just to review, show you guys, and then I think I have to sell it off. But it is a giant custom Wampa piece. Going to be one of the biggest 1/4 scale statues I've ever had, but I am ecstatic to get it, even though I'm probably not going to be keeping it. And the exact same thing can be said about this custom Emperor Palpatine. If you recall last year's list, I believe this was in the top 3. Now it's number 17, and not because it's not incredibly badass or I'm not excited to get it, but I'm moving away from Star Wars. So I'll have him here, I'll review him, and if any of these I say I'll probably sell, make sure you're a subscriber of this channel because I sell everything through the channel. Number 16 is a custom Carnage bust. You know, I wasn't a huge fan of Venom 2. I thought it was entertaining. I've always loved Carnage. And this is going to look next to some other busts I have in my office that I talked about in my annual room tour on Christmas Day. Number 15 is one I was lucky enough to review the prototype. This custom Kingpin. Should be shipping any day now. I am filming this quite a bit in advance, so who knows, I may have it, I doubt it, but this will come very, very soon. It's going to look fantastic with all my Daredevil statues, and kind of a spoiler, there is a Daredevil statue on this list. This next piece just started shipping, and I should hopefully get it in January, is this custom Spider-Man vs. Venom. One of the most elaborate pieces ever made. Very stoked about this. I'm a little worried about putting it together. I will do a video for you guys on that, but he will come in January, February this year, and I can't wait to display him. Now, before we dive into this next one, which some people are just going to hate, I want to let you know every single statue I just checked is 1/4 scale. That means it's 4 times smaller than a real-life version. Now, that may be a little different than the video 2 days ago where we talked about licensed pieces, and there were some in all different variation of scales or sizes. But this next one, number 13, might be a little controversial because it's crossing Marvel and DC together. Fanboys don't like that. This is a Venomized Batman. Absolutely crazy cool piece. He's going to go with all my symbiote pieces. Obviously, there's no comic basis for this, but the badassery factor, I think, overrules that. Venomized Batman comes in at number 13. Number 12 is the other Surfer I'm looking forward to. So this is a Dark Surfer. Now, Dark Surfer is getting more and more popularized, and I have a few of them on order, but I can't wait to get this one because I just read King in Black number 3 recently, and he appears at the very end of that after Noel defeats Thor, the Avengers, everybody. So big, big fan. This piece is going to look amazing with my other custom Surfers. Number 11 is a Rhino. This is one of the last Spidey villains I will get to my collection. I've waited for him for a very long time. He has multiple switch outs, and every single one of them looks amazing. Again, one of my favorite custom groups. Cannot wait to put him with my Spidey people at the office. Number 10 is one that I've been waiting over 3 years for. So it should ship in 2022. I'm very, very confident it will. Hopefully the beginning part. This is a Colossus vs. Sentinel. Now, I have a huge X-Men vs. Sentinel line. You can actually see it right behind me. He's going to go where Magneto is, and we're going to move him over a little bit. But so stoked for him to be on his way. Number 9 is a custom Venom piece. This one, they've already painted the prototype. It looks absolutely amazing. It's based off a CGC cover, and I actually have that slab. Venom is one of my favorite characters as well. I think there's another Venom on this list, if not 2 or 3 more. But this custom Venom will be coming. The sculpt and paint look absolutely amazing. Number 8 is coming only as a kit, so an unpainted statue. And it's going to go to my man at S7, Jason, who's an amazing painter, and he specializes in Hulk pieces. So this, I think, will be the best Hulk statue ever made. And for the record, it better be for the price that I am going to end up paying in the end for it. But he comes in at number 8. Number 7 is another Venom. Now, originally, the past Venom we looked at overrode this one, but once they showed pictures of the painted prototype, and this isn't even the best picture, there's a couple portrait switch-out options, certain angles, this just blows me away. And I remember this one sold out incredibly fast, and I didn't want to miss out, and it looks like it's going to hit all expectations. Number 6, I'm told, will actually ship the month I'm filming this, so hopefully it will come in January, February of 2022. This custom Spawn. While I'm not a huge fan of Spawn, I have some awesome Spawn statues, and I think the character itself looks absolutely amazing. The same can be said about this statue. Number 5, another Venom-related piece, is a Noel statue. So Noel is the god of symbiotes. He's kind of making his way into the Marvel Universe. Remember this video. I have a feeling he's going to blow up like Thanos did and become so popular. Whether or not he hits the MCU, I think he will. Probably in 2024 or so. But this statue has tons of switch out options, and it shows the King in Black, the God of the Void, the God of the Symbiotes look absolutely amazing with each and every single one. Number 4 is an Atrocitus. So this is a Red Lantern. Atrocitus is a badass who, in my opinion, kind of rivals Lobo on the DC side. Now, I am keeping some of my Marvel-related collections simply for this statue because I think it looks absolutely amazing. It's going to look great when it's completed. But I need to figure out where I'm going to display it because I'm not sure where to put it.
That's what she said.
Now we're down to the top 3. And number 2 and 3 are characters I am not huge fans of. When I made this list, I was shocked that they were in number 2 and number 3. Number 1 makes sense, which I think you'll agree when we get there. Number 3 is not even only a secondary Batman villain. I would call him a tertiary, or kind of on the third. Clayface. But this Clayface looks awesome. And just like that last piece, I was getting rid of my 1/4 scale DC pieces. I'm keeping them simply for this guy right here. He looks awesome. I'm going to put him next to Prime 1 Studio Justice Buster, which was on the video a few days ago. Massive and just badass all around. Now, number 2, I want to talk about the character. Growing up, I thought the character was okay in the comics. There are a few shows, movies based off the character. I liked them. But then Netflix came out with a series that I just absolutely fell in love with. And the time I'm filming this is before Spider-Man No Way Home is launched, where we're going to see Matt Murdock in that. So I really fell more in love with Daredevil from Charlie Cox, and now that he's part of the MCU, I'm so ecstatic because I have a bunch of Daredevil statues, and I'm going to finalize it with this custom piece right here. It blows my mind that this was number 2. I did not expect that whatsoever. However, yellow. He was briefly yellow in the comics, and I think this one just is so great and so different and is going to look great with the other Daredevil statues I have. I am really stoked to get this piece, and it even surprised me. Now, number 1 is one of my favorite characters. This one looks absolutely badass. People that haven't been into the recent upcomings of Venom are wondering why he has wings, and that's because in the Absolute Carnage event, Venom and symbiotes kind of took over the world, and there's so many different things going on, including him fighting Miles Morales, which you see in this picture. Again, a ton of switch-out options. I believe the statue is like 40 inches high, so it's almost 3.5 feet high. This one looks phenomenal. I am so stoked to get him. I know they're working on painting the prototype, so it definitely should come out in the year 2022, barring any crazy things that will happen, which, let's all face it, 2020 sucked. 2021 was worse. Be prepared. You know what they say, third time's a charm. 2022 is probably going to be the biggest shit show you've ever seen in your life. So that's why you need to make sure you have some reprieve and come to the Extreme channel. I mean, not like physically. Don't come near my house. We have guns and cameras. And I got to tell you, my 9-year-old, he's a good shot. At least make sure you catch all the videos this year, guys. About half of you don't even subscribe to the channel. Please, please, please hit that subscribe button and that bell notification. It doesn't cost you anything, and you'll know when kick-ass videos drop. Hopefully the growth starts accelerating quite a bit this year, so make sure you comment below so you can win a statue. We will be giving all of these statues away, plus additional ones at every 5,000 subscriber milestone. To win one of these statues, all you have to do is make sure you've liked this video, you've subscribed to the channel, you've hit that bell notification, and then just drop a comment below. Every 5,000 subscriber milestone, we are going to do a random drawing and pick a random comment and give one of these statues away, plus some additional ones I'm not showing right now. The more videos you comment on, the higher your chances are to win. Thank you so much, guys. Also, drop me a like. That helps the channel grow faster too, so we can give away more statues and watch more content. I really appreciate you guys watching. Make sure to check out some of the links in the description below. In the meantime, look at some of these other videos. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.